Nearly 30 people have been killed across the country since the law enforcement agencies launched the latest drive against drug peddling and abuse around the country. Mahmud Hossain Opu, Dhaka Tribune Rights groups are concerned as law enforcement agencies have launched an aggressive campaign against narcotics trade across Bangladesh. 9 suspected drug dealers were killed across the country on Monday in the latest anti-drug drives undertaken by the police and units of the elite Rapid Action Battalion (RAB). The spate of killings raised the total number of people slain in reported gunfights with law enforcers in the past 10 days to 29, reports UNB. Defending the death toll, Home Minister Asaduzzahman Khan on Monday said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina had instructed his ministry to take a zero-tolerance policy against the drug trade and to stop it at any cost. As per the directive, an anti-narcotic drive has been launched, making a division-wise list of drug dealers based on intelligence information, he said. In the past 17 days alone, RAB's mobile court has sentenced 2,471 people, of whom 347 were drug dealers and the rest were drug addicts. Those convicted were also fined nearly 30 lakh takas collectively. Dhaka Metropolitan Police (DMP) officers have also been busy, arresting 100 alleged dealers and addicts in only 24 hours from the morning of May 20th. In total across the country, police headquarters said over 500 people had been detained in the same period. Rapid Action Battalion (RAB) launched its own anti-drug drive on May 4, a day after the Prime Minister called for proper measures to be taken against the trade at a function marking RAB's 14th founding anniversary at its headquarters in Dhaka's Kermatola area. Sheikh Hasina said, "We have been able to achieve success in conducting drives against militancy, now it will have to be continued against drug abuse. All those who produce illegal drugs, sell them, carry them, and use them are equally guilty." The alleged dealers, who have all died since, perished in what authorities described as gunfights. Parallels have been drawn to the Philippines, however, where firebrand President Rodrigo Duterte has declared war on drugs, with his police officers accused of executing suspects. I am not sure if this drive is similar to what is happening in the Philippines, but if this is the direction the law enforcement agencies are taking, then it is very worrisome. Bangladesh Human Rights Foundation Chief Executive Advocate Alina Khan said, "We expect them to follow the law and not create a terrible situation of loss of life and property." On May 14, RAB Director General Benazir Ahmed warned that the elite force would take strong actions to prevent drug abuse. In a press briefing at the media center of Karayan Bazaar in Dhaka, the DG urged traders, addicts and traffickers to surrender their drugs to the nearest RAB camp. "Drug abuse has become a national problem," Benazir said. "We can only overcome this problem by cooperating with each other. We need cooperation from lawyers as well, so that drug traders or godfathers cannot get away through some loophole." He added that the first priority of operations should be to ensure punishment through mobile courts on the spot. However, if necessary, regular cases would be lodged in police stations as well, but it would be less encouraged as due to backlog. "These cases normally take a lot of time to get processed," he said. In the 1 week since the RAB chief's statement, a total of 13 people were killed nationwide in gunfights with law enforcers, according to the RAB's own reports. Human rights activists are criticizing the deaths of suspects in alleged crossfires, saying only the legal system should rule on a person's guilt. If crimes could be eradicated with crossfires, then Bangladesh would have been crime-free. With the number of crossfires that have taken place since 2004, rights activist Sultana Kamal said, "The Constitution and the law clearly states how to deal with crimes. The current actions have no connection with the Constitution or the law. I consider this unconstitutional and illegal." Sultana called for the law enforcement agencies to concentrate their efforts on finding the kingpins of the drug trade in order to maintain law and order. "We have to find the people who are pushing drugs on the streets," she said. "The men who are dying in crossfires are unable to give information about those who run the trade, so we have to arrest them and gather evidence from the street peddlers," the former chief executive of Ano Shalish Kendra, Noor Khan, said. The public must be encouraged to join social movements like anti-drug campaigns in order to help eradicate the problem. We must keep in mind that it is impossible to maintain peace in a democratic environment by creating so much fear, he said. One must remember that one illegal act encourages another illegal act. Noor criticized the belief held in certain quarters of law enforcement that there is no alternative to a modus operandi of shoot first, ask later. They believe that this is the best way to maintain law and order, but that is a short-term solution. One cannot control by inducing fear. This is not how a democratic society behaves, he said. However, the former Inspector General of Police, Nurul Huda, dismissed comparison with Duterte. Bangladesh had a completely different approach to this situation than the Philippines, he said. Those who are drug dealers, smugglers are criminals. If one is accidentally killed during a drive, then it is justifiable. We generally detain them. Killing arbitrarily is not the solution, as we have to find the kingpins and arrest them.